to the phone now. I guess I hack another day. I guess I hack another day. I guess I hack another day. I guess I hack another day.
Welcome to more. Apparently that is my new full-time job, developing Linux kernel things here live on our increasingly rising T2 Linux channel. Turns out the more I test, the more bugs I found. You could think the Linux kernel developer invented vibe coding before AI and vibe coded for 30 years, all non-working shit, because somehow everything I touch here doesn't work anymore. It's like maybe that's why they want to delete everything. Case in point, I randomly noticed doing it, like, yeah, we vibe code, we power VR into Pulse Perverts first, actually working. We now have bare metal, only need to write a full driver. As of late last night, we have fully working gears spinning on Intel Pulse Pro, completely on a second machine without, totally without, also found testing stuff, found some bugs. That's Nokia 1.6 gigahertz Nokia booklet. I purchased this, why do I touch this old shit? This is my first hand. 20 years ago, purchased it when new as portable Road Warrior device. I used it with the Linux, of course. Amazing things, right? Also initially it looked this. I mean, initially it crashed, like testing stuff on a second machine. Initially it crashed and it looked like this with this stray thing there. We fixed this last night. Now it actually spins. Quake, Unreal, Crysis next. Also everything else here in NVIDIA, NV1 and other cool, good, like basically everything. but I randomly made the mistake of checking some things, and turns out bugs everywhere, everything I don't know. That's not GLX gears, that is our low-level gears. That's not yet GLX gears. That is our bare metal low-level gears, because we write low-level shit from VDrive. This is our driver prototyping stuff from scratch, but thank you for asking. Also, what's my what is my weight? Is 12? Is it even real? Wait, what is 12? Okay, YOLO, whatever. Yeah, the thing is, I have higher quality things in Linus Torvalds, and somehow I appear the only one who notices AI credits. That is amazing, Hans Gruber. Thank you so much for your super things. Appreciate this. Turns out, like, yeah, that is the thing. The Linux Foundation, like Linus Torvalds, he just applies patches and doesn't even notice what breaks anymore. Sad, really sad. Here, case in point on this, so that is a machine that's, hey, did you know T2 Linux existed in 2010? It's like, yes, I did run this in production. It's T2 Linux 8 in 2010. That is a Nokia booklet, and turns out, wait, why does it work now? That's bizarre. This didn't work out a second ago. It showed 0. What? Why does it work now? I wanted to fix it now. That's fun. It showed 0, and I thought we... what? Cool, it magically worked. That's fun. Good that we have plenty of other things to do. Okay, we need to keep an eye. This displayed 0 for like the last days. Why does it just start? But maybe that is the issue here, because I noticed that too. Maybe sometimes it's unable to read TJ Maxx and then it doesn't work. So I'm not making this shit up. Like all the last days it was 0. That is bizarre. Cool. It also the time apparently. Why time not timing? Okay, we have other things to do. Maybe 26 is the floor, and that is a possibility. Okay, we keep an eye on that. Also, why is 8? Why is this so strange? recorded. What else? Okay, YOLO, we have other things to do. We keep an eye on this. Also on the Power Mac, I finally, 20 years later, I auctioned me recently the matching speakers. And of course, it doesn't just work. We have here multiple issues on PowerPC. Also, actually, we will do some non-vibe because the title is not clickbait. Just finished your bachelor's in computer science. Do you think I should invest more in low level? I would solve the job market. I personally always recommend to invest in what you're interested in. There's nothing worse, like you like low-level stuff and you do web development, you like your center diffs all day. Like if you like centering diffs, then look more into centering diffs. And if you like low-level stuff, look more like... I would like if you're clever and if you're clever and switched on, you will find a job no matter what. Use the new Stealth model, you get free API open router. I'm not really interested. Chris! Ton what? Cloud abo ton out what? Run? No, it didn't run out. We just have things to do. Here, Chris, PowerPC. Didn't run out, and if it run out, we could. Like it's more like can we, because everyone always wipe coder said. We will update Firefox, rediff patches. We have Linux kernel things, like we have things, but also PowerPC. Turns out my preciously auctioned speakers do not just work. My precious new 20 dual 10 watt 20 watt speakers. At least they didn't out yesterday. Let's see what happens here. So maybe this explains also what we have seen on your G5, Chris. Okay, this is actually okay. So maybe we have here the speaker device, but the ALSA tools apparently don't work. Actually, maybe we will tell Claude to analyze this, because like this, maybe this is just this ALSA lib cross compiled not working. Actually, so how to tackle this? So this is the thing yesterday. My child was, but the speakers, papa, these cute speakers. I wanna, like, yeah, kids, right? Like, they're so cute. So can we finally use it? They just arrived last week. I've not heard much out of them. These are very special Snowflake, very rarely auctioned speakers. These are the matching speakers that were missing from my G4 Cube, right? If you buy yourself a G4 Cube, usually they come without this fancy. It's also like some Harman. So also, they only work before you go out and auction them, so they're very rare, and you will usually spend more than 100 euro, unfortunately. And usually they integrate, right? So before you go out and auction the speakers, even this year, this membrane is not amazing anymore. Maybe I try to repair them. Also, they only work on the G4 Cube because they require 20 watt of power, and they have some special signaling that they only work on an Apple G4 Cube, because no other system in the last 15 years, in the first 15 years until recently, delivered 20 watts. So Apple did here some FireWire USB port shit that, anyway. But I think this year is probably, actually, theoretically we could. So yeah, long story short, this stuff doesn't work. As you see, it wants to start to work, but it doesn't. And I have the suspicion. So how to debug this? This is this is list, right? Is it list or list? Hardware playback hardware. Yeah, this doesn't work. Entry. So I have no bloody idea what's going on here. This is the thing, right? Like for 20, for 30, no, for 25 years, audio worked, and now everyone touches audio, and this bloody audio doesn't work anymore. It's like, so yeah, now we would need to debug what the bloody heck is going on here. I mean, alternatively, we could try. I copied a WAV file here. We could. The thing is, we could. What is the encoding here? This. Our duration. This is also like so many arguments. Is this device? the device name. No such file actually. So I constantly forget these names here. I forgot what's it. Sometimes I guess it right. Something of that sort probably should work. But some audio detail here is not computing. Or is it because it's pipe wire shit? Is it just because... Oh. That probably ain't good. But this still doesn't... Is this just like if... Oh, holy shit, is that stupid? This is a generic... This is also new regressions. This was not like this. This is a new... Wants to play. Okay, that was an easy... Also doesn't work. No, it does work. Okay. It's not very loud though. Okay, they do not sound totally... Okay, it's... Oh, you can't make... Okay, it's not a PowerPC bug, it's... We have their dead Zimlings. Good that I noticed before we release. 20 watt... Yeah, dual 10, right? Each speaker is 10. Also, like, currently they're not the loudest, so I have no idea why it's... I would need to compare it. Okay. Oh. So stupid bugs. I mean, this is a cross-compile bug. Okay, let's put this on the to-do. We fix this later because we have actually so urgently fix other conditionings. This is absolutely mind-blowingly ridiculous. It's also like diagnostics, right? Also like defensive programming. You have said some unreadable file and your audio doesn't work. Man. Okay, we figured that out. This is a model by huge provider. Things. Hello, hello, hello. Are you still able to read small text? What? Are you still able to read the small text? What do you mean with small text? What do you mean you lost ability? I have no idea what you mean with small text. After every fix you do, what should let cloud collect all lesson knowledge contracts so you build up a memory? No, I'm not helping training AI things. I'm not giving like no. We could do this if we would build a local model. Maybe we should eventually build a local. Okay, so good. That can work in theory. Yes. I mean, okay. We should not spend too much time with. I mean, here is still membrane. I mean, okay, the membrane is disintegrating. So I've seen. Also, this is a speaker. So yeah, don't buy them. They're expensive and disintegrating. I've seen people sell membranes for Apple Pro speakers on eBay, like Chinese. Yeah, this one is pretty disintegrating here, unfortunately. Probably so. Yeah, but I mean, it's probably it probably should mostly be okay-ish, probably kind of plus minus. Maybe someday we will repair them. Buying a matching, how to repair by a matching membrane, cut it out with a razor blade, but it's also not that super extremely important. It's just for me, of course. Good. We should do so. Okay, let's save some power. Let's power off this beauty, this precious. Here we did Gelix gears, like it's basically, currently it works for some random reason. It's bizarre. Maybe we could check if we have this TJ Max. Oh, but it has unable to read TJ Max, and yet it works currently. So like, yeah, Linux kernel randomly strange. I don't even know anymore. This did not work all the last days. You go live and it starts to work. Man, it's ridiculous. Okay, let's do this later. Let's see when it comes back and then we debug it. Next time it reads 0. Do AMLs train on your interaction with them? I don't know if like I did not even like, yeah, I should. I'm pretty sure these companies are pretty evil, and usually they have in the end user license agreement that you of course don't read and just confirm that all the shit you do with them is theirs and they own, and they I've not heard they say, I mean, yeah, I didn't read it, but I would be 99.9% sure that they train on all you give them. Okay, next things we have here, latest Linux kernel. Oh, we also have actually data. Oh, data already fall asleep. Okay, that's some stuff. Okay, data updated Mesa again, but it's just with patches there. I mean, in theory, it's the right thing now. It's yeah, but it's yeah. Do we have already? No, we don't have .1. Oh, but we have 7.9. Do we even have 7.8? Because I fixed something. And that collides with our scroll back. Do you plan on supporting 3fx? Of course. I mean, Glide. I mean, I looked into this. I even packaged a month ago, probably 6 months ago. I packaged this open source Glide thing. Couldn't get it fully tested. Decent in more low-level programming, or is it better? I've not tested Python. I don't do Python. It sometimes. I mean, it performs often pretty good at reverse engineering. Here was some this one. Yeah, this one. This one collides with our scroll. Okay, that's tiny. The problem is we patch that. That doesn't apply anymore. So we have multiple cursor things. So where is it in bit cursor? Do we do this manually or? Okay, I guess we have it here already. Yeah, bit here probably. Font data. Okay. Attribute, get attribute. Oops. Bit cursor. Ah, shit. Oh no! Damn it. Bit cursor, here's that stuff. Let's see, font data. Something like that here. So it's screen, so what is that? Pos. Soft back lines. Screen read word. So it's font data, return, screen read word. So it's here. Yeah, if we restore the coolest features, then we need to constantly. Yeah, there's probably some indent thing and stuff. We should learn to use VI properly. This, by the way, looks like shit. I hate this. Maybe Linux kernels. Yeah, old-fashioned Linux. I didn't do that Linux kernel style. It's what? Why is this so wrong? Yeah, this is context here. Actually, it probably would have worked if I reduced context there. No take, welcome, welcome. You're pretty skeptical, of course. Of course, AI. Is this also not AI? Any withdrawal? What are the withdrawal symptoms? After every fix you do, any withdrawal, what do withdrawal symptoms mean? I don't even know what that means. Oh, did I? Did I screw up the context? 6 to what? Oh, because okay, 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I added there. Oops. Not using AI. What should those symptoms be? I have no idea what those symptoms should be. Also, I'm only using AI to reverse engineer. I'm not using this for production code. accept T2 production code. Good. We also have a Firefox update. And we have a KDE. Yesterday I applied a KDE Math KDE framework update. Good that we didn't release it. No, I don't know. What was this stuff? The doctor should know. Because there's a Firefox update. What's the latest version? 158 or so? 54? Debian, no, you're using T2 Linux, by the way, man. There is Microsoft Store, yeah. 154. They have that too. Preferred desktop window manager from too low resources to run. I mean, if I don't run, I personally only need a terminal. So if I do short things and vintage things, just TWM, but that's a little bit nah. If I want something prettier than Window Maker or even Lightman 16, even on Lightman 16, even on PS3 and Lightman 16 works. I think we will wipe the whole build. I mean, obviously we will wipe the whole build. You are an adorable neurodivergent butterfly. What does neurodivergent even mean? I'm not a medical professional, man. I'm just a humble guy coding code. Why do you come with these medical terms here? Brain processes, learns, behaves differently. Why? Why differently? Is that good or bad? Yes, Notex Sway doesn't work on vintage and retro, right? So if you want like vintage and retro, what is T2 binary? What do you mean with binary? T2 is source. If you mean vintage and retro, then you cannot run Sway. I mean, maybe i3 or stuff, but I personally have never run i3. Basically, just give him some good old-fashioned like window maker stuff. Just is. It just is. I'm not sure if I'm neurodivergent. Maybe you Google things like in these days, the last decades already, most people like I'm this, I'm that. I Googled and now I'm this. It's like, yeah, maybe you're not that. Here, something doesn't apply anymore. Oh, that is actually web GPU things. You would think Itanium JIT doesn't apply, but then like web GPU, it's like you had me at web GPU things. Oh, damn it. I hate it. Like, yeah, this like upstream not accepting patches and like basically, nah, you're doing vintage and retro, like just go away. Window Maker is definitely a solid choice. I see. Package. Yeah, we have most things packaged. Like if something missing, that's what worked for me. Mango PalmQ Pro, terrible frame buffer. Cloudier make MangoPie go. Room. I mean, it's a little bit annoying that we need to patch that much, man. So Atomic UAT is oh, that even, can you believe? So this ain't there. Metal device. What's this one? Probably not there anymore, maybe. Unless I made a mistake. And mod. Was it spelled capital or no? Yeah, this is U64. Like the Rust people, we do everything better. And they're like, yeah, U64. It's like, yeah, gotta be sure, so much better. Which was it? Metal mod RS. See what happens. Only one way to find out. Why, since when is having a child sick, man? Having a child is the most normal thing. Does your child know how to code? Man, he is 6. He can. He's not even in school yet. Can he code? Probably can code soon. He can read 2 alphabets and do basic math to 100 without being in school. Maybe that counts. Okay, so that needs to build. I think what we will probably do is we will commit this. It's probably fine. My brother, something, family asked me something, what? Was something? My family asked me something, what did your family ask you? Disagree, having children is pretty sick. How is having children pretty sick? We would not be here today if generations before would not have been the most normal to have children, man. Or something, if any others. VR things. Thank you, Notec. So then let's wipe the whole build again, I guess. Unless, okay, we could, before we wipe the whole build, we could check the Zoomlink stuff. Maybe we should Claudia fix the Zoomlink, man. x86. So yeah, that's what is even in there? Pipewire server things. Okay, so this is switching the pipewire. The question is, do we even want that? I mean, maybe we need pipewire conf, but I mean, need. I'm not really sure if we want the default. I mean, okay, maybe if you know, maybe for normal people. The thing is, this could even trigger for like Debian build if they build with Destier. Oh no, someone did this here. Maybe someone recently broke that. Danny? Why does this take so long? Hello server. Ah, well, okay, here's it. That actually that broke that. Linux power link all the conv. We could think relative. So either we see D in there. The alternative would be just Symlink relative. This also doesn't work like this. Because it's 2. The question is, maybe we don't even need this. If does it not? Why do we install it there to begin with? We could straight install it in there, then we don't even have the problem. Conf installed by other when the following folds. This is a should pipe wire can be used as regular. Not the most amazing help text. Install tag. What was the file? Boah. Edition konfdir. Let's this package owns a file. I don't know if this works. It looks like it could work, but I do not know this. Apparently this slash is a special thing for slash versus backslash. Because other reads conf from another dear patch was from. I'm totally aware that this patch is from, I don't know if it's AI patch. It only with cross builds it had this, it broke ALSA completely because, but it's fine. Like even with people doing it and people reviewing it, I'm totally aware that stuff like this can happen. That's 25 years ago I got more angry, but we're all just humans. Even I make mistakes. Unknown statement. Oh, wonderful. I mean, basically YOLO. I'm not supporting Windows anyway, so. I mean, there could potentially be some ALSA, confdir, yada yada, whatnot stuff. Yeah, good that we catch this before release. It would have been devastating to release with broken audio. Finally can catch live streams. That's amazing. What are you working on? Fixing bugs? Yes. The usual stuff. We also did amazing reverse engineering, right? Live on our accompanying, also updating Linux code on Firefox, on our accompanying Instagram channel. We have 3D fully running, we have bare metal 3D running on bare metal concept, proof of concept stuff. We have multiple GPUs fully reverse engineered and can write drivers now, wipe code drivers. That is absolutely, like, this is amazing. I did not even, like, if we wouldn't do this, who would ever do that, right? Sure, now it's approaching 20 years old, but yeah, that's why don't we, it's also ridiculous, like the netbooks mostly sold with Linux and this was never working. It's, yeah, if Intel were more serious with their netbook shit, this should have just worked, but it didn't. So no, 20 years later we do what Apple should long have done. Apple? I mean Intel. What did I say? Did I say Apple? 20 years later we finally do what Intel should have done to sell this netbook shit more successfully. But and you see, we test on PowerPC, find it not working PowerPC, and immediately the next day. The next day we have it. And testing on PowerPC, okay, the files are there now. What was it? Pipe wire. Welcome, welcome. Linux, yes. Could you just... Yeah, but then we have duplicate files. Why should we have duplicate files? I don't need duplicate files. Why not install them to the right place in the first place? I mean, copy is like really you should never duplicate data. Like Symlink. I mean, there kinda is not really... The thing is, if we want... I mean, the quick fix would have been relative Symlinks, like just -R or capital R, whatever, lower or capital. But I mean, Symlink would be slightly nicer for making it configurable. So the most smallest fix would be adding an R for relative Symlink. Copying is a regression of duplicating data. We shouldn't duplicate data. I don't really see... I mean, the thing is, if we wanted nice Symlinks, so like relative Symlinks works, but they look... I mean, yeah, they just look a little bit silly. Like, then you have ... I mean, if we wanted to... I mean, fine, we can have... If we wanted this... Then we need a for loop for Symlinking that without slash. If you're like... But anyway, this package Pipewire should also not own this directory that is... A benefit is it installs a little bit more. So this should basically... This package should not own this directory. And then you would need cd root and then for this, for fin, and then ln f to there. It's not really a deer. This way it would CP and RM. No, we don't do such curse things in T2. Like this is really like, this is Debian level quality packaging or PTX disk or whatever. Recursive loop? Which recursive loop? Oh. So yeah, we do not install in ZenRM. That's too dirty. Fuel up your car. Fuel prices only make me bankrupt and don't want a kidney. Yeah. Oh yeah, 12. Like this new fuel price thing sucks. Yes. So I mean, yes, it's slightly nicer, like so, yeah. The only thing is it's slightly nicer if you change the config. You like, so that's why I changed again, right? Like, so that is kinda, I agree, the slightly better solution of if you don't agree with this, you can RM the Symlink, and then if you later want it back, then you just reset the Symlink. What terminal font? Yeah, pretty distinctive. Yeah, that's Comic Code. Thank you, Notec. That's here. Comic Code. Probably say greetings. I probably 90% of, like, I think I deserve a beer from him. I feel like 90%. He probably wonders. I mean, once I sent him an email, right? Like 2 years or so, I sent him an email like, hey, by the way, if you have more sales, it could be because number one question, my YouTube channel here is like fun. What mic 2? I use 2 Bayer Dynamic X90 something. Here, stereo 2 audio files, studio, stereo, when my XLR cable not failing. Okay, I guess so Firefox things. I mean, the Thunderbird probably needs the same. Page. Yeah, and stereo. To mix and broadcasting and stereo like professional broadcasters, like TV stations, TV and radio stations do for like decades. Build. Let's ship it, right? We have an OS to ship. Which day? Oh, we have 20s, 21s already. Oof. Why am I so hungry? I think I eat too little. Coding for food. Tokens, please. And oh, I didn't even set a goal. Goal, and thank you again for the super chats. It's so amazing. So where's the goal? Goal, enlarge things, show you things, stuff. Where's even goal? Goal here. Any color of things. Sometimes car inside your room store. What? I expect car. You mean from what? From car noise? Good. Then, did we delete that yet? I guess build it all, right? Build and ship it. Okay, Mesa. Okay, while all of this builds, what do we do with all our 3D drivers? Oh, we have updates. Which 3D driver to do? Oh, Go. Does Go Bootstrap? Oof. Do we even ship Go by default? I think we ship Go by default, right? Don't we? Do we? Okay, probably we do to have a relatively popular language working by default. push mobile setting things. Yeah, someday we need to make this here work. What just built? Something scrolled by there, right? Ah, go. Oh, that's even built. Let's quickly spin up here so that we build that. Oh, Lunati, that's the game. So my son is now playing Lunati. I kid you not. Hip forward. Okay, whatever. Yeah, random shit. Did I have a photo from? Yeah, so from Frostcon, didn't even post this yet. We packaged this Lunati or whatever. I constantly mispronounce his name here. Luanti. So it's some Minecraft like voxel game thing. Now in T2 Linux. So now my son, instead of SimCity, Papa SimCity and Super Mario, is like Luanti. Although he calls it Minecraft for some reason. He never played Minecraft, and it's like, yeah. Things. Somehow CNET YOLO, whatever. Probably fine. Oh, Data just did, apparently. So all of this stuff is YOLO, like not my department. If you want some patches, I mean, maybe it works, maybe not. Oxygen. What is that? Hiredis. Okay, Luerjet. I think some of those things are. So I think we built this on PowerPC actually. Or actually, no, I built this on RISC-V actually. Oops. Yeah, you go to some open source thing and have some new packages, right? Like these people like, hey, but our voxel game, how dare you not package our voxel game? Where is Oxygen? And what is this other thing? Hi. Hiredis. What do we even have there as T2 info? Minimalistic C for Redis. Hiredis. Is that really? Oh, it has a Redis backend. Okay. It has a Redis backend for reasons. So any typos? Hired things. Build time maybe. So this was RISC-V, so a little bit build time. Good old streams. Where we what you're working on Linux? Yes, our Linux. We work everything: kernel bugs, user space bugs, and features. New GPU like you. So last week we speedrun vibe reversed all the missing GPU drivers here. Just completely new GPU drivers. The question is just, I still don't quite precisely know. Yeah, that's the thing. The open source graphics stack sucks so much that I don't even know where to start now. Like now we have vibe coded, reverse engineered all the GPU drivers, and now like, what do I do with it? If the NVIDIA people hadn't deleted user space mode setting, we could. Yeah, that's the thing. They deleted user space mode setting from Novo probably, and now the Novo driver is mostly verseless anyway. It's so bizarrely. This is. Yeah. Because otherwise we could have add NV1 to Novo, but there is no user space mode setting anymore. So. Yeah, it's this missing GPU drivers is kind of a pretty monumental task as it, and somehow it kind of would make more sense if we would do this completely new. But this is ROCm, right? Isn't it? So somehow they didn't release this with 7.14, so. This, I think this also previously didn't really build for reasons. Yeah, we just Control-C the config, yay. What do we do with GPU drivers? The thing is, working with this upstream deleted old code is totally not fun. TCP trace. I mean, for some it is just the DRI code. I mean, just. Yeah, I mean, if we wanted it just work in Linux. What do you mean per rain alert? Does that mean it can rain? Should we do the Power VR in the context of Mesa, or? Well, you guys, I mean, some people said new code. I mean, yeah, new code. Of course, new code more fun, but also more work to have fully working. I mean, how do you get, like Hannah Fischer, Bewerbung, Servus, Herr Rewe, sollten Sie noch Leute im IT-Bereich suchen, kann ich hierfür gerade eine Einstellungsgarantie aussprechen? Like, what the fuck are these bloody fucking spam emails even, like spam train? Like, Hannah Fischer, please don't send me shit anymore. Ah, damn it. Emails, you get a CEO-level email, Einstellungsgarantie. Ask Claudia what you can do with it, with what? Oh, by the way, Mesa will not build like this. We could actually pre-test Mesa. Because we have patches. Yeah, for fully working old stuff we need to undelete We need to undelete more DRI 1 and 2 and somehow the graphic stack is so methy that I don't even like, that I don't really like. I like to, that's the crazy stuff, right? A graphic stack that's so convolutedly bad and deleted that I don't even, like, I like to do graphic things, but that code is so meh that, oof, man. There are a couple of more patches that are, let's basically do the right thing, and it's this cherry picking stuff here. I think we cherry picked some of those. Hotfix. Oh wait, which what? What? QGen per what? What? Apply. Okay, that's not cherry picked, that's over. I mean, we could basically, as we have Clojure. Oh. Clojure figs. Oh damn it. Params. Size of things. Oof. That's line 11. What? Line 11? Oh no, it turns 49. Here somewhere. Q-type sizes. There should be to struct name. To struct name here. If lang, so they have here size of struct to struct name, that's what they have there, and if q entry base, if lang param size of, otherwise offset of what? They have that. They don't have that. If what cursed shit do they even bloody do here? I mean, this here is gone. If plus offset of. So because now it's offset of. Oh, they had the okay side. Okay, so they changed struct VKQ entry or. It's a little bit. It's usually a little bit meh. Did they kinda have that there now? If this fails again, revert and amazing code. Yeah, we have pretty many patches here. Okay, that's up next with this we cherry picked. Maybe that's all. No. Ah, it's also up next. But now finally, right? Man, my hate relationship with native copy and paste shit. Oh, damn it. I hate this. Yeah, latest Mesa, latest of everything. What would make sense to test? I mean, what would make sense? Make sense to test vintage retro things. This Kuro. Actually, Yeah, the bare metal we need bare metal thing for Kuro. Is it what? Agent view. Oh, wait, how much did this cost here? Because it's a new session. Did we have a bare metal demo? Yeah, typos. How is it even proprietary? Question mark. I guess not. We could boot that to Modernity 2 because I reverse engineered this on some old. We reverse engineered this on some old 2.4 battle body. Yes, welcome. Good morning. Fix AI with AI. Drain all their tokens. Drain the swamp. Drain the tokens. Help make AI companies run out of money faster. Oh, I somehow did this wrong. I think maybe not. I mean, we could AI loop prompt patch necessary DRI things in kernel, lib DRI and Mather and stuff until. Yeah, it's some of the graphics text stinks so much. Like, it's so totally no fun to work with it. It's. Dude, the free desktop stuff is so ridiculously historically bad. Oof. Answer from let me check rather than answering from memory. Dude. Maybe the bare metal stuff was too. I also need to flash the BIOS of this card. Your own work and they touch nothing proprietary. Locate the device through PC icon. Unlock the bars. Cure everything depends on vendor. Every 2 build session opens, go through things. Okay, that's what we should do. Would need right there too. That needs to work. I guess yeah. For that we boot latest T2 Linux. do we use? This here, I guess. That board. Oh wait, we need. No, we can't use that board. We need AGP. We need AGP for that test. The question is this board? Do we have matching AGP here? We have. The future is now. Okay. Let's pause. Let's pause this one. So, postcard, do we have a post? Do I need the postcard? Where did I put the postcard? Okay, use our postcard. Where's my jumper? Where's my button somewhere? Did I remove this button? LED beeper? Where's my button? So the again, generally bare metal things, every two build things, microcode load, fully decode the container format, relocate boot sequence, config, relocate load blobs are render package, this is a piece and its specific code bring up, document reset sequence, core things is stereo. Adds that this reference board runs at 110 megahertz. Let me validate first. Curon matches its conventions. Let me read this. Now I have the conventions. Let me check pass fair reporting. Now Cure validates. Compiles clean. Target is unreachable. No ARP. It's dropped off. Things. While tokens greater. Cloud. I mean, for what it does, it's okay. Maybe you shouldn't. I mean, we do quite some stuff here for what it does, it's okay. Maybe just don't accidentally run Fable. Sure what I've done with my button here. Okay, so also not really sure what I've done with my postcard. Where did I put my postcard? Things. Okay, anyway. Oh, that's actually the old board. Okay, Ethernet. We have Ethernet, we have, I mean, we don't have post. Also, somehow my jumper disappeared. My jumper, it needs stop X and RM mod first. Okay, we have paused, amazing. What does, wait, boot failure? Keyboard. See if we can intend this board here. We also need to flash the BIOS actually and see skip setup. Network boot, yes, let's see if we can have here. Probably disabled that potentially. Enabled, where do we have Inten advanced? BBS21 MBA Undi. Oof, so many options here. Network MBA Undi bus what? BBS. What is BBS things? Boot agent. I don't even. Do we have here intense stuff? Quick boot. Smart. Things. Graphic window. Save, very safe. Exit. Current and save current, yes. Let's see if that network boots. Come on, you can maybe. Why is this stalling here so long? Not liking it. It crashed somehow. Come on, you can do it. What do we have here? Auto detect hard. Wait, 2019? That's somehow not the right date, right? 2021. We have here floppy, password, boot, a cache, dim things. Let's try this. If this doesn't just boot, I swapped into the other board. I didn't even want to use this board. It was more of an accident that I accidentally. We have here F12 network boot. Would this work? Such long memory test. Here's MBA. Okay, this is MBA. Yes, it does. So, but don't need to need that many reboots. Okay, 286. Does it also come up? Hello, grub. Maybe my disks need to spin up though. Grub is hanging a long time. Oh no, actually cross capture doesn't work as well. Wonderful used board. That's always something. Where's my other board? Or did I put it away? I guess I put the other board away for some reason. Where did here? Here is the board. Too many boards. Too much testing. You know, I do too much if I have too many boards laying around. Where's my Curo? Where did I put the Curo? Here. So, VGA. Also mistake, I plugged in this with power, it's not ideal. It's not dead. Oh no, I didn't plug it in with power. Just some capacitor charge. Okay, what's build doing? Oh, build failed. Hotfix chrono urge. What? Oh, I think this was upstream. But there was a Qt update apparently. Okay, what's the post doing? Okay, the post is posting. Yay. Who updated that data? Don't even remember that. Oh, they did Qt yesterday. Crazy. Yesterday? Some more days ago. Didn't even quite notice that. Yeah. Good, we probably booted. The question is with which IP? 156. Mouse cursor, hello. Why do we not have... Ah. So, Puro. It's a frame buffer though. Maybe not ideal. Let's just see what it does. Let Claudia figure it out. By the way, is this here the... This is Kuro, yes. Why does the copy and paste not work? So, Master C programming in depth. What do you mean in depth? I always recommend read good old sophisticated authoritative books. Different machine, modern kernel, freshly booted. Mainline things, not the vendor. That's generally clean bare metal things. Copying the harness over. Yes, please. Onto things, chord work, no unbinding. Genuinely no driver prefers things. Let me check the reset sets to it. It ran things, is documented everything released, so that is correct. That's not it. Let me probe the aperture directly rather than guessing. Yep. Clear answer. Right stick up. Reading bar decodes, but far less is fitted. Okay, I could tell it. It's, by the way, it's a 64 megabyte card. No, 64 fitted. Two rebugs in the harness, yay. Yeah, this happened with the PowerVR card too. On the Sony Vario, everything was reverse engineered and that it was working. And when I moved to the Nokia booklet 3G, then the first things did crash and burn because too many hard-coded assumptions like memory sizes and stuff. That's why you should always test. Like, works on my thing with exactly this memory layout. car people doing car things, man. Car driving dangerous. What about we require license for car driving? Restored console back, but not on method using of VRAM. It reports the bar size fitted. Cool. Yeah, finding bugs in Kuro driver things. Surprise. This is nicely building otherwise. Ran on, which turned out Kuro in it. Modern, bound, what? Nothing becomes. The display is not programmed after unbind. All zero, scanline counter static. Bare metal driver must program the display rather than running the mode. Sharp boundary things, first that one on rebind. Unplanned cross check, the board's SRAM refresh. Two bugs in my harness, fast rerun. Machine restored. No, well, why not? Yeah, I guess we test this T2 build later, after lunch, for release. Massive KDE framework update. Let's hope all of this stuff builds. Complicated? No, nothing here is complicated. Like writing drivers is complicated. This is high-level, C-level executive management. Anything else in the open source world? Yeah, here. But I mean, this Pharonic is like every strange. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Like the state of the art of stuff, and then Linus Torvalds is like, his desktop graphic doesn't work. It's like, yeah, maybe people should have listened to me for 25 years, and this graphics stack sucks. Debug session from Earl. Round up to round down. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, by the way, is this released? Oh, it's released. Oh, wait a second. Maybe we should. Look, there's a Rust update. Did we build this already? Oh, maybe not. Didn't Rust anything yet. But I always forget that we have at least 2 packages, so source 2. Rust format now. There we had cargo. The cargo version is always strange. Maybe 99. The cargo version is a strange one. Where are we there? Yeah, 123, what's 99, 17 hours ago. Okay, we had that. Okay, continue. Eyeballing microcoding. Eyeballing the microcode. Just put a bounty on it. Promise access radar to source. Is that such a good idea? You mean faking bounties? I mean, we could pre-test Rust here. Because it says 98998, of course. That was close. Oops. May or may not build already. So that's microcode. Let's see. No running it. First read only. Actual reset with unbound. All read only. Checks pass. Every counter passes. Reset sequences work on silicon. Reset ends completed. Core halted is to improve verified memory clock things. Still takes rights. Let me confirm Jinning healthy by handing it back to Kuro. Chip survived cold reset cleanly. Amazing. Yeah, of course. No file to fuck. Damn it. I hate Rust. Still need to wipe code a computer language as well. Wait, what? Okay, don't know. So that is CC things. Oh, wonderful. Did they finally get rid of all their versions here or what? Okay, which one do we have? Which one fail? Ugh, I hate this. This is so dumb. 61. Did I mention I hate this? Uh, 65, 60. Ugh, damn, this is stupid. Did I mention I hate this? I hate this. This theorem formula predicts correctly things, independent things, planes everything runs, small pulse retest isn't it? So even magnet parses exactly on passes to the byte. To the load itself, parsing things, layouts, blockers, locations, right device address, with get symbol address, because core visible things. I actually wanted to do something dangerous. Should we actually, I mean, because years ago I soldered. Do we have the ROM here? Because I wipe coded me a flasher here for that thing. Didn't test it yet. Maybe it would make sense to first finish more graphic driver, but I really would want DVI working on that thing. Where is this flash tool? Here. So that's what we wipe coded. Do we have a read backup? Full force. Maybe we should do that here in between. Yeah, it wipe coded that. That most Flash things say that, right? This legal safeguard everyone. Oops. Yeah, very clever. IBM compatible video ROM. What was IP? Where to save the current? By default, write preserves info ROM offset, which carries the board's SDRAM things TMDS decoder. Usage options, read dump. Oh, it's current. All I want is read actually. Read test device things. Yeah, I know there are echo things and stuff. This is way too, man. Okay, easy enough. Oh, it works. Chip things, hold display of SS things, JDEC thing 64. Okay. Where did it? So test and are they? They are not identical. That's probably not good. There's quite a lot of change. Quite some FFs, huh? Some timing issue. It reads reproducibly. From test to vBIOS. Maybe should. So test is maybe test is more stable than maybe our own read works better than the Linux kernel thing. Oh, there are some live. Okay, maybe there are there. Is it possible there are some live values? Oh, it's actually that's funny. Maybe it modified it actually. Oh, PXE-ROM. What? This is funny. That's some PXE-ROM in there. Okay, maybe our tool works after all. Maybe it shadowed that and printed that in here. That's funny. Because this ROM is probably from living memory, and that contains some overwritten data apparently. Because otherwise it's identical. Here's FF. Because I soldered like years ago, I soldered Gyrosgeir, welcome. Years ago I soldered a DVI transmitter on this card. This might be the world's nearly only Kyro with DVI output. We also work on the Linux kernel. Yes, we work on everything. Also on our Linux distribution. Glad you asked. We do Linux distribution. So now we have a flash tool, and so I hot aired that thing on there years ago here. It totally didn't, yeah, I mean, I should have. So only recently. Oh, your Amiga has a Permedia, that's fancy. I also have a Permedia 2, but not with DVI. Now I want a Permedia 2 with DVI, like you. I need DVI. I only have normal Permedia. Like this existed. This existed. Where? Need. Anyway, this is a Kuro Power VR. Let me cross-check internal consistency. So first bias I see as a substantial findings. Everything cross-checks. One discrete signal. Let me compare the SDRAM values. 3 values. Live hardware. B-Vision Power PC. Sounds expensive. I mean, I have my Permedia 2 actually out here somewhere. Somewhere here. Oh, it should be. Here, my Permedia 2. I kid you not. But it totally doesn't have. No, it totally doesn't have any. DVI. Only analog, good old fashioned 950 Deutschmark. Holy shit. I'm not that fancy. I also have, I think I have a Sun PCX so Permedia 2. Does that have DVI? Maybe this one? Oh, this one. Ah, here, yeah, this one. Rebadged, yes, this is what I have in one of my Suns. The question is, does this have DVI? But apparently also not. No, that's totally identical to that card. Yeah, this probably was also expensive. Oh, it's not, it's okay, it's not identical. Yeah, also doesn't have DVI. Okay, anyway, so things, video bias, Hercules profit, things, card is, bare metal work, run, makes, real test, things, decode, TV, things, none. Is exact with predicts Kuro TV bit set, its derives from things is Kuro, its derivation is flex, things is Kuro, and list gives 4 video in, what? Panel TMDS video in. List gives 4 equals, so this is the first I can come from. Infosys actually carries a working encoder out only, the other being 0 means TV out only, no DVI, no capture, which product dispatches return consistency check. So what did I solder on there? It was some Crontel. One photo later. That's a Crontel 7009. You pay mostly for the hole in the middle. Is that some Amiga thing? So this chip should work because the S-video output part works. So the chip should be good and working. Another declares VRAM size, Bose leaf at 0, forcing the probe. TV routes 2347 all to control entry point, send things off for things. Two independent reasons BIOS only ever produce things flag. Only ever produce 1 of 4. Things occur. Your board already has 4. This should be DVI. Pretty sure also, by the way, did I say welcome? What? Why is this so strange? Ach, damn it. Why? Wait, what? What? 7th in things, DVI things. DVI TV. Yeah, we could disassemble the stuff ourselves, but yeah. The question is, should we touch it? I mean, worst case, we could desolder the thing and flash it, or otherwise in-circuit flash it. Because the chances are we modify this BIOS and it doesn't work at all anymore. That's the whole answer for the field. Console occur is a separate byte from dispatches, globals, which comes from DVI is a separate byte from TV. So things, LCD entry points, dispatches, digital output is unreachable at and 2 is exactly what it produces, which panel bit set. Your BIOS is legacy format, so the byte is stored directly rather than derived. Just said. You can't have both. Tests first, non-zero LCD skips. I don't need TV shit. So with one wired for both, TV out works. I don't need TV. Digital things, CRT things, also relevant. Go picks one of TMD's restrict things and a default drives the panel. No backlight power, sequencing encoder's own power. This is all from disassembly, never seen a Cure driver as an output. So Crontel as DVI path in particular, patch the BIOS set things. Is there a checksum probably in there, right? Which one was it? This one, right? I could hex edit this myself, and we will of course check it. Did it say 3? What do you mean? 2, 4? Silently. Okay, so that is TV. It's funny that it offers to flash it. Hey, let me brick the hardware for you fully automatically. Rusty. Okay, the Rusty shit, damn it. Ugh, do I hate this. So I expect a parcel. What's this parcel service doing? What do means it was delivered? Oh, maybe it was delivered at home. That's a possibility. Okay, see, okay, what's the flash doing? Bytewise things patched. Yes, checksum needs updating. Info file offset, which inside the checked sums region. What changed? Checksum adjust byte. Adjust byte not at the end of the image. That's an obvious part of the BIOS. Applied BIOS's own from. Takes 8-bit sum over, stores indication since the data went up to 2, that just went down by 2. Variate sum over, signature, AA, BIOS, info table things, original saved, before you flash it, 2 things. Checks the protection from this day's I don't need TV! Ah, damn it! Flasher might refuse it anyway, found the console flasher has G, ignore evil. What? The flasher might refuse it anyway. Console flasher has ignore EEPROM hardware version check and omit BIOS code content. Its merge part rewrites info and the string from old image into the new one if you flash through merge. A fold things versus rereading image out of the card after flashing decode rather than trusting the write. Okay, we can. So hex dump. Better double check AI than be sorry. This should only be 2 changes. So that's a checksum allegedly. And here is the 2. Amazing. The future vBIOS 2 to vBIOS new. Now we want to write it, right? So what was it, write? Dash dash write vBIOS new. Write the image verbatim including the info table full. Try run. Do everything except erase and program. Try run stopped. I mean, the crazy thing is refused. The crazy thing is we wipe coded the flasher. Refuse without yes, rerun with yes. Ugh, holy shit, man. Ugh, man! I hate this tool already. Erasing. Writing. Verified reboot. We flashed some. We wipe coded flashing. Retest 3. So test 3 and vBIOS new. And they are identical. I guess only one way to find out. Anyone screaming? Like, no! Let's hope I didn't break my precious card. Let's see. Okay, we still have our video output. Okay, let's power it down so we didn't break it yet. Let's plug in DVI and see if we have DVI for the first time. Will this finally give me DVI? So I have DVI connected. Will there DVI? Maybe not though. No DVI yet. That is sad. This doesn't DVI. AI was lying to me. Okay, that's not the most important thing. Does it have VGA output? Oh, there is no. Oh no, there is VGA output. Okay, YOLO, we still okay. Yeah, okay, we programmed the BIOS bit, we tested the flasher. Okay, it wasn't the most important thing. Okay, basically we flashed this. Maybe we later try to get this working with our own driver. Like, hey, program this DVI thing. So shit, I also need to test. Okay. Oh. Rust. Rust is so ridiculous. It's like Rust is like, how can modern open source or other technology on one side be so good and on the rest of the side be so bad? Okay, echo. So, which this does not apply. So we have 16 and stuff. So how do we best? Which file was it even? Man, this thing here, I hate this so much. Applying hotfix pre-patch. Why do I hate this so much? 38, 45, which do we even have? Okay, this 38 and what? 38 and 45, we don't have any more. Where was it even? 38 and 38 and 45, they are gone for good. Wonderful future. What do we have instead? We have 59 and 62 and 65. 62 and 65. Oh man, is that stupid. $62. Okay, now let's replicate this first twice. $62. We have 62, 63 actually. Ugh, damn it. 59, 62 and 63. Yeah, with patches so amazing, you need to patch it 10 times. If that ain't progress, I don't know what is. So I hope. Don't delete your important stuff again. Things, core address, physical address, amazing. Two things, flag things, this okay. The blocker was device address mapping, but I can resolve it from evidence I already have. Let me confirm the reasoning. Things physical, things confirmed core address mapping, physical address matches empirical evidence. Uses things offset on the board whose bar set add. It worked, the device is simply physical, FB physical with rim offset that unblocks the loader, no boot sequence. Okay, amazing. How can Rust debugging? I mean, it's not as much as debugging, it's more like infrastructure, right? It's more like how can Rust infrastructure be so bad? But the people also love their micro dependencies. 62 failed. 62 failed and 63 failed. Ugh, damn, I hate this. The ones I just modified fail. I had hoped they usually don't change it, but sometimes they do. So what we do here is we remove SIG builds of worse with debugging. Okay, x86 somehow failed. Maybe the context. So we self-find GNU prefix. So what do? We patch this straight to not find shit, but just use shit. So that's that here. I mean, you cannot make this stupid hard-coded shit up. Like this is one failing shit of bloody failing shit, man. This some that shit. Oh, you cannot make this stupid shit up, man. This is so low quality engineering, it stings. It hurts, man. It hurts. It really hurts me. This is Rust. It hurts. Relipsy. Ach, like, seriously. I mean, yeah, we're not using it. So, yeah, probably this here failed. So, okay, no comma here. 6 Linux things, some things, GNU things. Oh, man. Which failed 62. What was it all? Hotfix arch targets. So 62 here so that's here. How many of those even? 65. Two also failed, right? I hope they are just identical. Usually they are. Let's try again. PC static expose runs completion parks waiting for work. Good news, none of the registered port came from SysAero and things. T things no wiring full, all loaded. Every location resolves boot cores. It includes 2 and 3 models. All resolved things. Modules loaded. Chip executes instructions and the project's control started from cold things. Blocker resolved device address simply. 2 things could also 0 both status 1. This is just cloudier with 2D microcode work. Submitted means things CCB ring. Do two deeplets. Do me two deeplets, please. shit, damn it. Ah, damn it. I just want to go further with the boot here, so I also want to go for lunch. I'm hungry. Yeah, the thing is, not ideal for our live streaming to go for lunch, but it is what it is. I mean, I could let it, maybe, I could let it actually just run, just for the kicks and giggles. So MIPS failed. We will later, which even failed that MIPS 64. Actually, we could check here. Which patch was that failed at things of applying? This one. So I will rediff that later. Like after lunch, I just want that this build continues. Other findings acting on, the Busmaster, right back in idle, not a fence, possibly most. Wait, this is not even the. Somehow we are wrong. DBase, no, need exact symbols, let me tube it actually exports. Both exports DBase things of wait for kick things, confirm core waits for kick to the entry point. So the point of this is, as all, just thank you for enjoying it, enjoy your lunch too. The point is to have all this vintage and retro graphic fully accelerated, right? That's our microcoding. The 2D exports do not code entry points, entries, things, table that matches, things, findings, where the vendor's 2D cluster had filled the index with splits and things. And the blit. Amazing. Okay, this rebuild, actually, while this building we could. Oh, Ultra 45. Board, thank you. Oh, but it's a complete board. Where is this located? It's in Israel, USA, thank you very much. Not even that bad with CPU and RAM. Not shipping $800. Where is it from? Description. Where is this even? It's. Where's this United States? Thank you very much. Let's rebuild this rebase this patch in the meantime. Oof. That's a lot of rebase. Cool thing doesn't apply, man. GNU ABI. Why does the whole, did they just re-indent that, or what the bloody shit, man? And what N? Which one is it? Maybe N32. '64 and 32. Not even sure if that's correct. N32 stuff. Pointer with tier. Oh man. 32 of this bullshit. Here's the ABI name. Oh man. Max Atomic config ABI. Oof, what the fuck is that? Okay, ABI and 32. ABI. I wonder, like, nobody else supports it, and like, I don't know why they constantly touch this shit. Features minus MIPS 4. Features MIPS 4. Wait, what? It's maybe wrong. Did we cover everything? LVM arcs, not check zero division? What the heck? That's the only bloody change. Who else is working on that to constantly touch that? Bizarre. Okay, what's Clanker doing? Can't claim validated before kick, after tick. Where it stops also at every section, things missing, step is setup, com things, parts here runs right before. First and bring up for document that runs out rather than merely being untested. Can't claim to close, need to reverse. Dial that in, commit that. Just like that, I guess we can go for. So what do you want to? Okay, we could theoretically have split that, right? What do you want to see, Clanker or? I mean, even cooler would be to split screen that. Oops. Decodes cleanly, resolve things. By the way, is it crashed or does it need to reboot? Oh, I know it's compacting conversation. How did this work? I forgot. Move pane T. Oh, here. Then you can see both while I'm at lunch. If that ain't the future, I don't know what is. Okay, so that's it for my lunch. We stop YouTube and let Twitch continue. Because otherwise I lose all the, and also can earn some attraction while stuff is running. Twitch stuff here if the YouTube people wanna follow on Twitch while I'm away. And then after lunch we continue with these amazing things.